There are 5.2 million homeowners in the United States that are good candidates for debt consolidation. One of the craziest parts about MonitorBase is the access that we have to the data world, including millions of people's depersonalized credit profile data all the time. What we do is we currently monitor about 25 million households daily. Only 64% of our database is homeowners, so that's about 16 million homeowners that we actively track. About 19% of the homeowners in the United States are in our database. And that's based on the 83 million single-family homes in the US, most of which are owner-occupied. Now, when looking at those households and only counting the people that meet credit criteria to qualify for some sort of debt consolidation product, 6.3% of homeowners today are eligible for a debt consolidation loan that will save them at least $300 a month. And here's how we calculate that. So we're finding people who can save money through a debt consolidation loan by looking for people who, even if they have a low rate on their mortgage, would be able to save money because of their blended rate. We're looking at current mortgage holders with debts that are high enough and payments that are high enough, but with enough equity to be able to consolidate all of those debts, targeting at least an 80% loan to value. Now, that 80% loan to value is a combined loan to value once they pay off the mortgage, the revolving debt, all of their HELOC debt. And that estimate includes things like escrow or mortgage insurance. Those are being taken into account. We take into account the current market rate. So as those rates change, you'll find more people eligible who previously weren't. We take into account current credit qualification status, only notifying you when people who meet this specific model and meet your credit standards. And we're taking into account things like closing costs. And you're only notified when people are going to save at least $300 or more per month. And when I was going through this data earlier today, there were a surprising amount of people able to save $1,000 or even $2,000 a month by doing a debt consolidation loan. Now, obviously, you've got to exclude things like some of the older mortgages or people on a 15-year mortgage, just because the math doesn't pencil the same. But that calculation doesn't even include things like auto debt or student loan debt, which is perhaps something we're going to do in the future. But for now, just keep in mind that's just based on the HELOC and the revolving balances. Basically, what all of this tells you guys is that 6.3% of your past customers are eligible for a substantial monthly savings by doing a refinance that consolidates that debt, even if they're accepting a significantly higher interest rate than is on their current underlying loan. At a time when debt has never been higher, this is a way that we can help our past clients. And just realize over 5.29 million households in the United States are able to refinance through this system that I'm talking about and save at least $300 per month. Now, if you're a mortgage professional trying to do this, you can guess at who out of your database is. I mentioned it earlier, it's around 6% of your database that meets that model. Or you can simply use our system to generate that list through the predictive model, get the list of people who are currently meeting that criteria and are good candidates. And then you do the follow-up using tools like your MBS Highway debt consolidation tool to help show them the power of taking a lower payment in exchange for a slightly higher rate on the mortgage, but it all making sense because of that blended rate. And that's a really important concept that those tools help you convey to your clients who would ordinarily be reluctant to even consider the option, even though for a lot of people, they're in a very challenging situation, paying exceptionally high debt service levels that you can help them solve. So take a look at our predictive tools. You will be surprised how much data you get access to here, guys, and how much analysis we're doing on the back end, help you narrow it down to just the exact right people that you should be engaging. And if you're already getting these alerts, let me know. We're always excited to hear what's working, what's not working. Keep in mind, there's some new things coming here that you'll start seeing in our system, showing you just how much these people are going to be able to save every month by doing a debt consolidation loan with you.